I think I've accidentally just discovered the secret to cure my night sweats, and it's not medication. So if you're a woman who's currently navigating perimenopause, this episode is for you. Now, what I will say is that I'm still collecting evidence on this, but I'm recording this podcast because I want to hear from you. I want to hear from women who have either had a similar experience with this, or I'm going to invite you into a little experimentation that I want to hear your results with. So, welcome back to the Ghislain Maiden Podcast, the home of erotic leadership, where your pleasure is the pathway to your power and your frequency the key to unlock your millions. Perimenopause, menopause. Whew, what a phase of life to be in. Any woman who is navigating this sacred time of life, I feel you. I'm in transition with you. And that's why I'm speaking about it, because I'm tired of women moving through these sacred cycles that are a pivotal part of our becoming and feeling like there is something inherently wrong with us, feeling like we go through these rites of passage and we have to hide away in the dark and experience our symptoms, our experience by ourselves, because the patriarchy, men, will have no idea what it's like to move through these sacred cycles that a woman navigates. So I am in the perimenopause phase. Now I'm young. I'm only 38, but I'm also super competitive. So I'm not surprised that I'm going through this transition early. And my grandma also went through menopause when she was 40, and I'm very similar to her. So I'm not surprised that at 38, I'm starting to go through this transition. The hardest thing for me personally about perimenopause has been the night sweats, has been the 6 months of broken sleep, the waking up and feeling like I want to rip all my blankets and everything off, and I am so hot I don't know what to do with myself, and then trying to get back to sleep after that. Now, I'm someone that generally runs cold-blooded, and so this experience of being hot is really new to me. And then there's other experiences that I didn't realize I was having until recently, and that's an increased level of anxiety. And this feeling like I'm not really myself. And I didn't even realize I wasn't feeling like myself until today. And I just put it down to, yes, I'm going through perimenopause, but I'm also holding a lot as a woman. I'm in the middle of an international relocation, bureaucracy, lawyers, scaling a business, client problems, clients having amazing wins, the full spectrum. And so I literally just thought I wasn't feeling myself because I'm holding so much. And I'm also writing a book. Now, I started this book process a little while ago, but I've really committed to it, and I've been consistently writing for the past month. Anyway, as part of my writing process, because the book is about eroticism, I have really committed to the last 2 weeks to meeting myself in the experience of pleasure. And so that has meant that every night for the past, since about the 30th of June, I've given myself an orgasm, or I've been in the experience of self-pleasure. And here's the benefit that I was not expecting to feel during this time. I woke up this morning realizing that I haven't woken up with night sweats or insomnia for over 2 weeks since I consistently started committing to the practice of self-pleasure and orgasm. And today I woke up, and for the first time in 6 months, I feel like myself. And I didn't even realize I wasn't feeling like myself and how bad that was. And I can't help but wonder, which is why I wanted to come on and do this episode, is what if our self-pleasure and our orgasm is a pivotal part of a woman's health to help her navigate and manage her symptoms both in perimenopause and menopause. Now, I will say that I haven't had any scientific evidence on this, although I did do a little bit of research this morning and found that, yes, actually, self-pleasure and orgasm, women who consistently prioritize this have found it as very effective tools for navigating perimenopause and menopause. And what if the prescription for this time of life wasn't another drug? Wasn't the pharmaceutical company saying, oh, you've got to go on this thing for the rest of your life. And yes, it's going to have all of these adverse effects, but you will be able to sleep through the night. What if it was more self-pleasure? What if the key to navigate these transitions was actually in the house of our vulva, and that through our activating and stimulating her, she was able to regulate our body in these really sacred times of transitions as a woman? Because that's what I'm experiencing. And I want to know if you're a woman, if you've also experienced this. And if you haven't, I'm going to invite you into a little challenge. If you're navigating perimenopause and menopause, I want you to prioritize your self-pleasure involving an orgasm for the next month, every single night. And I want you to tell me in the comments what the results are, how you're feeling, what your symptoms or the impact of your experience during this transition are. So do you have less night sweats? Are you having better sleep? Do you feel more like yourself? Is there less anxiety? Because I want to conduct a little bit of research beyond the scientific lens into women's real experience during this time, because that's so much more important than what some man in a lab coat who has no idea what it's like to be a woman is going to prescribe you. Okay? Because here's what I know about your vulva and your orgasm and your self-pleasure. When you bring yourself to climax, particularly when you bring yourself from climax from a place that's just beyond the clitoris, you release all different kinds of endorphins, anti-stress hormones that help flood and relax the body. You drain the lymphatic system. And what was really interesting about my self-pleasure last night in particular, it came from deep within my vagina, which is around the K-spot. So if anyone that's ever done any yoni mapping, the K-spot is deep within the canal of your vulva. And I could feel that it was different. I could feel my body responding in a different way. And then bam, I wake up this morning, and for the first time in 6 months, I feel like myself again. I feel like I'm back in my body. I was like, wow. I wasn't waking up with this sense of dread and anxiety, you know, and I'm not saying that lifestyle doesn't mean that I'm not navigating a lot right now. I am, and that does have an impact on the nervous system, on your body, on the way that you hold stress. But your self-pleasure could be the prescription to help you navigate your perimenopause. And so I want to invite you, if you're in this sacred transition, to prioritize your self-pleasure for the next month. And I want to know the results. I want to know how you're feeling at the start, how you're feeling in the middle, and how you're feeling at the end. Because let's see what prioritizing our pleasure is able to awaken and relieve in us. And it feels fucking good. I mean, who doesn't want to bring themselves to self-pleasure every single day? If you don't want to, there's an invitation to get curious about why you can't allow yourself to experience pleasure. Because here's what I've found in the just 2 weeks that I've been practicing it. I feel like myself. Vaginal dryness is gone. I can feel the blood flow in that area of my body returning. Night sweats gone. Insomnia gone. Feeling more like myself, which is so sacred. All gone because I have prioritized my pleasure. Not because I took a pill. I'm about to open up a private community for women to be seen and held during this time. If you're a woman who's navigating the sacred transition of perimenopause, if you're tired of feeling like your body has betrayed you, if you're tired of feeling isolated when you're battling the night sweats, the anxiety, and the cosmic shakeup that your body is going through, this is for you. I'm going to put the link to book a call with me. Invitation for you is to prioritize your pleasure and your orgasm, because this might just be our best kept secret to navigate our perimenopause symptoms. So go ahead, let me know in the comments how that lands for you, and I will see you next week. Lots of love.